Hey VC, Jeff back again. Just got back from a little camping trip. Took a kid out for a first camping trip. Cut it short because it's ridiculously humid hot. So might have another go next month or so. Maybe early August, mid August, something like that. Um, but yeah, fun while it lasted. So yeah, just been keeping busy. Just got so many things going on. So school starting this week, I guess. So got that to deal with, and if anyone's got an in at the Virginia DMV, I need some help. Man. I'm gonna try to drop in, just trying to get my wife her driver's license, but it's a mess. It's been about 6 months since we started the process. And yeah, well, I don't know how the kids get into school, man. I have to take off some work next couple weeks, but it's not looking like she's gonna have a ride to school anytime soon. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, so let's just jump in here. Some purchases, some um, VCLT, and yeah, I hit a thrift shop today. They had a massive stack. I didn't go too crazy because I really had to stop myself. Like, would I actually listen to this? Yeah, I thought about picking up some stuff for some other people, but yeah, I don't know. I was running out of time. I had to get to physical therapy because I'm still working on that. And I was looking at the time, and the line was crazy long. So I grabbed what I thought I'd like, and I had time, just enough time to look through that. Didn't get through the CDs. So I'm sure the CDs had a lot of insanely good stuff because there was a lot of really good vinyl there. It might, who knows, maybe it's been picked over already. Yep. So this was a recent purchase. So don't know who showed this before. It might have been Andrew, Tales from the Crate. It might have been Steve. I don't know. But Numinous Eye, Clockwork Moon. So the fellow who does the vocals and guitar, he was the guy who ran what probably was one of my, yeah, it definitely was one of my favorite labels back in high school, college years. That was Charnel House, which later became Charnel Music. So he was running that label. There's a lot of experimental noise kind of stuff. So, but this one's a little more jammy, psych, along those lines. So, yeah, Randy, you'd actually probably like this one. But yeah, so like modern psych, experimental, a little less noise oriented. But yeah, this is a pretty good one. I like this one. So I might actually get some more, and he has some other projects as well that are, I think, in the same vein. So that was Mason Jones. I want to say Jennings. Mason Jones. Yep. This one I picked up a while back. I like the back cover better, actually. Um, but yeah, Metamorphosis by Iron Butterfly. Yeah, for me, I think, yeah, I like the iconic Inagata Davida, but if you're honest, the other side of the album is not nearly as strong. This one's stronger as an album, I'd say, but not the best copy, not the worst. I only paid a buck for it, so whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Iron Butterfly, Metamorphosis. So it's kind of in that psych mood. So I threw this back on. Arguably their best album, but yeah, it's, I don't know. They have Modern Psych, Kikagaku Moru. I'm just gonna mess this up, even though I speak some Japanese. Moyo. Kikagaku Moyo. That's stupid font. But this is a really strong album. It is 45 RPMs. So it's fairly short, but it's yeah, great piece of modern psych. Now if you like Acid Mother Temple type of stuff, Numerous Eyes, you like this. Um, Continuing on, this is what I picked up thrifting a month or two ago. So that's pretty interesting. These actually do go for a little bit more money, which is kind of surprising. They go in the $15 range. First pressing, too. Russian folk songs, exactly what it sounds like. Kind of cool. So a little bit of this and that. Traditional Russian songs. I enjoyed that one. So, yeah, 4-ish. It's not essential, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so Kikugaku, like 4.5, and Numerous Eye, 4.5, 4.25, I don't know. Both those are quite good. Wouldn't go way out of my way hunting them down, but yeah, they if you're on a psych kick, modern psych or experimental stuff, they're worth searching out. This was VCLT from from Sean. I'm not going to pull the inner out because the inner is very, very not safe for work. It looks on very much like certain somebody, doesn't it? But yeah, so Bunny Brains. I think they're out of Texas. I want to say they have a pretty high turnover of people, from what I can tell. It's got kind of like a whoever's available jam band, but they're a little more in the butthole surfers end of things than yeah, the experimental or whatever. But I really enjoyed this. And then Sean also sent cassette tape, which is the grab bag, which I actually that's not their actual cover, but it looks like, what is that? I actually like the tape more. So the tape's a little more on the kind of experimental jammy stuff. So I actually enjoyed this a little bit more. The album, it's that mid-90s. They have all the little skits and stuff, which takes a little bit away from the album. But I still like the album as a whole. And this was a VCLT from Randy, so I enjoyed that. So Holly Holy, I guess. So Neil Diamond and B-side, which Hurtin' You Don't Come Easy. Yeah, A-side's I guess where it's at on this one, but yeah, I enjoyed both sides. So thank you, Randy. I do like that era of Neil Diamond. I kind of grew up around that stuff. Then this was a purchase. My two favorite Melvin albums together. I was putting this off, and off, and they finally they're getting really low stock, so I had to pull the trigger. So we got Eggnog and Lysol, the original album, which I had on CD. I had both these on CD back in the day. Regretfully, I tossed. I didn't toss, but I sold my CDs when I was moving around a lot. Moving from Hawaii was just getting too expensive, and CDs were heavy. So I ditched the majority of my CDs. I kept some, the really rare Japanese stuff, but I really missed the mark on a lot of the indie stuff because I didn't realize it was worth as much money as it was. But yeah, Lysol, which was originally spelled like the can of disinfectants. Really slow build on this one, and then it culminates up in covering Flipper's Sacrifice. Yeah, you got a really nice build there. Not for everyone. Yeah, catchphrase. Sorry, yeah, but yeah, and Eggnog's a little more on the metally side. So it's double album gatefold because it is two albums. This one featuring she went by Lorax. I think it was Lori Black or Lori Bell or something like that. But yeah, she apparently was Shirley Temple's daughter, which I never knew. But, yeah, I used to kind of crush on her a little bit when I was in high school. But yeah, and this is the one of Joe Preston before he went off to do Earth on this one. So it's a lot more sludgy, droney. Then it really gets going by the second side. But I love these ones. That's pretty damn close to a 5 in my book. I know Sean doesn't agree with me on Eggnog, but I love Eggnog. I love that album. Little more on that metally, kind of L70 side of grunge, or I heard them called proto grunge or sludge metal. Yeah, and then yeah, I had to pull the flipper out. The version of Sacrifice on here is not nearly as strong as the Melvin's version. It's a bit slow, faster on this recording. But this was recorded at CBGB's in '83. Most of the tracks are pretty damn good live. It sounds like it's a soundboard recording. So originally issued on tape and later on vinyl, maybe 10 or so years ago. I don't know when this version came out, but yeah, great album. I still need to buy the generic flipper one. Let's get into some CDs and I'll show you some of the thrift finds. This was a freebie. I would not go here. So Jacob Dylan, 2.5. I ended up skipping a lot of this mods. I really tried. There's a few tracks that are pretty damn good, but for most of the stuff, it doesn't add up. But of course, it's take it. Looks a lot like Daddy, I guess. And yeah, Daddy's the one getting him the record contract, I guess. I wasn't too happy with that one, but it was free, so I'm probably gonna go in my sale pile. Lost Wisdom by Mount Erie. So another one that came from Sean. So thank you, Sean. I really like this one. Um, yeah, four and a quarter ish. I don't know, Sean. Maybe you can tell me this. I'm guessing this is not their best album, but I did really enjoy it. It's a lot more of that. How would I describe that? It falls definitely into that kind of indie rock, little experimental, little math rocky, but has a lot of pop sensibility. So math rocky, but not yeah. So yeah, I did enjoy this one. So that's gonna get more listens. But it didn't like completely 100% grab me yet, but I can tell I do like this. Gave this one another listen. I honestly didn't enjoy it as much this time, but I still rather like it. So Arlington Diaso Medicat in Danzinga. So I don't know where the guy is from originally, but yeah, I want to say he's English or something. But yeah, he's doing singing in Bahasa Indonesian, like Indonesian language, which is kind of weird, kind of modern psych, little drony at times. But he's from, was it Real Time Religion or whatever? It was still pretty solid four and a quarter, but yeah, it's not holding up as much as I would have thought on repeat listens. And this one, what's her name from DNA? Mori. Oh, I have blank on this. Ikue Mori. That's it. So and Tenko. So experimental Japanese artist working out of New York, part of that No Wave saying. Of course, she was in DNA, where she's most famous for. DNA is better than this, but it's still kind of interesting. So this is Death Praxis, probably about 10 years ago. Mystery, I think it was based on Agatha Christie or something was the concept. But pretty solid four. But yeah, again, I didn't enjoy it as much on repeated listens. I've given it 3 or 4 listens at this point, but I still enjoy it. I'm going to keep it in the collection for now. This one I did really enjoy. Yeah, you can see my fingers still busted up. Viber Cathedral Orchestra, and this is Versatile Arab Chord Chart. Name does not hold up as well. But again, probably about 10 years ago. Oh no, it's more than that. 20 years ago. 1999. But yeah, really good album. Again, experimental, little drony. Um, like a lot of instrumentation, string work, not so like not electronics, but yeah, actual strings, acoustic. Uh, really enjoy this one. I love Viber Cathedral. I've been buying up some of their stuff a lot. Not a lot, but I've bought up a few of their albums at this point. I love all of them. Um, might be my favorite one so far. It's first or second, but it's a really good one. So highly recommend these guys. Yeah, experimental drone site, yeah, ambient, kind of ambientish. This is a comp I got on the free X, the best make the music go bang or something, I don't know, whatever the hell it's called. Closed cover bush strike. Yeah, it's 2 discs. It's pretty much covering all their stuff up into the early 2000s, I want to say. But yeah, they're consistently good throughout, but definitely after the Knitters album, I kind of starting to lose a little interest. But yeah, the first like 4 or 5 albums or so really good. It actually does include the Knitters as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I still need to find their second album on vinyl. So I have the first, the third, the fourth, and the fifth, I think. But in this guy. But yeah, I definitely need to get. Is it The Gift or whatever that's called? Yeah. But I love that one. That's a really good comp. If you're not 100% into X, has a nice little booklet in it. I wish it'd go more into the history of them. It's more people, like your guess the guys that were kind of popular at the time in the early 2000s. You got your Henry Rollins and various band members with quotes. It's an interesting read, but I would have liked this a little more history. There is a documentary I want to say on Prime or something. I got about halfway through it. I just started losing interest at some point. was kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I'll finish that here. This one, Jackie O, motherfucker. Despite the name, it's not really that hard. So it's kind of, yeah, again, kind of experimental, droney, ambient. It's very, very ambient-esque music, and a little bit folk in there too. So if you like natural snow buildings, you know, like this, Fiber Cathedral, same, all in the same genre. Really cool packaging on here. So it has this kind of fold-out packaging. It's got hand-printed impresses or whatever. It has a little bit of, I guess it was like, spirituals from, slavery, whatever. So kind of, I think there was kind of a little bit of a theme here. It's like Amazing Grace. Yeah, so they do some like traditional songs, but they're rearranged a little bit, so they're a little more ambient-esque. I don't know how you want to describe it, but yeah, I love this album. Not quite a perfect 5, 4.75 maybe, I don't know. But it's pretty damn close. I love this album. It's getting a lot of listens. I've been streaming it a lot, so I went ahead and bought it. This is the first pressing. There's a second pressing that came out soon after, but I don't think there's like a huge price difference. Yeah, it's just whichever one you find. But I want to say that one might be a jewel case. Not sure, but the packaging is pretty damn cool on this one. In that same theme again, natural snow buildings. Again, this one's Terra's Horns. This one came highly recommended from Sean's. I picked up this one after I picked up some of their other stuff. I'm not 100%. I know I've seen this photograph before, so this is like a drawing. I think it's like an early clan thing or something. I don't know. I want to say that, before they were adopting the hoods. Yeah, so cool illustrations. So, despite the looks, it's not metally at all. It's pretty chill, ambient, folky, experimental. It's all the stuff I'm showing is all in that kind of same wheelhouse. But really good album. Again, like 4.75 ish. Bought it from the same person, so really enjoying that one. Definitely gonna be listening to that a lot. Yeah, the other one I showed a couple videos ago was like really good too, which has some of their earlier work, double album. I forget the name though. It's a white album. This one, thrifted it, Metallica, Death Magnetic. Sounds like crap. There's a couple good songs in it. Everything else is pretty throwaway. Not holding on to that. So that's going in the sale pile. And then Sean thought it'd be funny to send me an 8-track of The Gambler. Actually, I do like The Gambler. I have this on vinyl. Okay, and then, so haha, joke's on you, Sean. Yep, so found a possible upgrade copy. So, Sean, you're getting my old copy, maybe, or maybe this one. I'm still A-Bing it. This actually turned out to be a second pressing, and then I think the other one I have is like an 80s pressing. This is like a 76, so like a second, I want to say. Still has the Virgin label, the old school one, which is pretty cool. So I'm kind of leaning towards keeping this one because it's still in the shrink, even though it had a couple scratches on it. Still plays really well. So Tubular Bells, a classic. You know it, you love it. Not gonna stay much. Stay on that one. Found this Bonnie Raitt. Turns out to be a later pressing, but whatever. Didn't have any Bonnie Raitt, so I just kind of. Yeah, this is all stuff I found at the thrift today. There was a massive collection. It was all in really good shape. Very popular music, heavy. Did find some real gems in there. I don't know, they had a ton of Hot Tuna. I was going to pick you up some, Randy, but I honestly, I was so late to my appointment. I just, I kind of grabbed the ones I really wanted or thought I might actually listen to. Just had enough time to kind of check their the condition before I left. So yeah, there's a lot of more popular stuff, but there are some real gems in there. No private presses or anything really outlandish. It's pretty much, it's not record club stuff, but it might as well have been, it's that kind of popular stuff. So this one is like one, parents always played, so I kind of wanted it. It was decent enough copy, so I just picked it up. Yeah. I've been listening to that the tribute Carpenters. I was like, yeah, I should just buy the regular Carpenters. Been wanting this one. Just finally found a decent copy for a couple bucks or whatever. Pulled the trigger, double album, of course. Both Gord's Gold. Strangely, it's a New Zealand pressing, which is kind of cool, and it actually goes for money. Strangely enough. So Los Lobos. I know Sean. Steve, you love this. Thought I'd give it a try for a couple bucks. Who knows? It may or may not go in the sale pile. I don't know. Just reminded me of my parents. It was a clean copy. BG Plus or better, so whatever. Pulled the trigger. Yeah, you can see it's a lot of popular stuff, but there were some real gems in there. Yeah, so I know this gets shown a lot, so I just decided to pull the trigger since it was a clean copy for $2. Here, this is probably my favorite of the bunch so far. I thought I had this on vinyl. I bought this actually for Sean, but luckily I did because it turns out I had this on CD before and I sold it. I never had this on vinyl, so it turned out to be a first pressing. So very happy. Looks pretty close to it's VG or VG Plus. We'll see when I clean it up, but it's pretty clean. I would have been happy with the singles of Roxanne and Africa, but whatever, for $2 in the shrink, I'm not going to leave that. Toto has the original thing there, so yeah, who knows? If I pick up the single later, maybe I'll turn that. Maybe it's worth something. Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies. Has a lot of the inserts. I think some stuff might be missing, but yeah, they did pop this out. But it's got the money and stuff in there. I looked at the vinyl. Vinyl looked VG Plush-ish, so I just went and pulled the trigger on that because I didn't have that. Very happy to find this because I had the repress, but depending how this sounds, I might keep this. I love this album, Shocking Blue. This is I forgot the title. Oh, self-titled here. Okay. It has another title too on was it Light in the Attic? But this is the one that has Love Buzz and Boll Weevil and Venus. California Here I Comes, damn good. Love this album, so we're very happy to find an original copy of that. It's a punch out. But, I don't think they go for a ton of money, but still it's a pretty good find. I know somebody showed this before and it kind of piqued my interest. So we'll see how that is. So Gordon, Peter and Gordon, I love somebody showed it. I can't remember. So I found a really clean copy of Grease. So yeah, I don't know. Olivia Newton-John takes me back. I don't know. That was a huge movie when I was a kid, so it's kind of cool. Arlo Guthrie, Beth Stove. So I might ditch some of the other Arlo Guthrie I have in favor of this because it has, I'm assuming it's the full version, but it has Alice's Restaurant on it. So I might just keep this and ditch my other Arlo for to save some space. Found a copy of Synchronicity. Does not appear to be the purple version though. Been kind of curious about this one, but I know some people have been showing it, so yeah. It's folk rock, not for everybody probably, but Best of Tom Rush. Happy to find that clean copy for a couple bucks. Found some more early Linda Ronstadt, and yeah, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And could be I don't know what the deal with that stamp is. So it's either an early copy where they forgot the Matrix or whatever or it's a promo. I don't know. But yeah, it still has all the nice inners and whatever. So yeah, we'll see. May or may not keep it. I'm probably getting ready. I had a sealed copy of Westies. I'm probably gonna get rid of. I opened it and listened to it. Yeah, it wasn't for me. I remember kind of liking that one. But yeah, so this is stuff I probably wouldn't normally buy unless it was cheap, and it was cheap enough in a really good condition. So yeah, why not? I can sell it for what I paid for or better. So hope everyone's well. I still got a bit of a stack from Sean. He went over, well over on the beyond. I'm tired, man. Ugh. But yeah. So thank you, Sean, for that. I didn't show everything he sent me, so should pop out over the next video or two. And yeah, I got some more stuff coming in. So, yep, take care, everyone. And this is getting quite long, so I am signing out.